Okay, it looks like we're live. Today's the 27th of September 2022. I'm waiting for a video to download that I want to show you. I have it in software called Clidio, and it will shrink down videos. Like it'll take big videos and make them smaller, and I'll show you that here in a second. But what we're going to talk about today is I learned a little trick because it's extremely important that you understand if you're doing any type of social media marketing, okay? If you're doing any type of social media marketing, Facebook, Instagram, all those different things, you got to have a square video instead of a 16:9, like a widescreen, because there's a lot of platforms that your video goes on in Facebook and Instagram where it needs to be square. So it fits in all the different platforms, okay? So it's important that when you're making a video, and so I have an iPhone, so I'm showing how to do it with an iPhone, okay? Instead of I don't have an Android phone. I don't even know how they work. I'm sure Android phones might even be easier. I hear that a friend of mine has one, and they have when they go into their camera, they can pick square. That's not how it is on iPhone 12 Pro Max. Now the new ones coming out, I think you can do this, but I made a video showing you how to do it because most people have iPhones anyway, and I'm waiting for that to download. But I'm going to real quick. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you what a square video looks like real quick so we can, well, I don't want to do that because I want them to go in sequence. And the other video kind of shows how to do it. Then it shows what I did when I was doing, during that video, I show myself making a square video on my phone. So it's a great way for you to learn this because it's really important. So I don't know how many of you have ever advertised on any of the social media platforms, and you notice that when you're doing an ad, Facebook, Instagram, they all ask for that square video so it fits in all the different platforms that they put it on, like on feed, and there's different places on stories where they're going to put your video, and most people are on their phone anyway, so those square videos work great for that. I've been downloading that video over there for about 15 minutes. It's taken a long time. But um, so, most of us make a video like this. Right now, you're seeing everything in widescreen. Okay, because I'm on widescreen. And, those are great for YouTube. You got to have them. They're great for your website, right? Because it's like a video. Like it looks like a normal YouTube, a Vimeo video, right? But like I was saying, if you're going to do it in social media, you got to be able to make a square video also. And our phones are some of the best cameras out there because they work, especially mine. It works really well. There's no reason for me to use the one I got right behind me here. See it right behind me? The my Canon. There's really no reason for me to even use a camera like that anymore with this. And you can see the light over here. See it right there. Man, my hands right there. See the ring right there? Well, that's a light with a holder for an iPhone. And what I've learned is I can't use an OtterBox protector on my phone. I have to use a gel one because it's thinner, because it won't even fit in there, right? And not only that, my the mic that I'm constantly talking about, it doesn't fit in there either because the OtterBox won't let it. It's too thick. So I got this case right here. It's a gel case, and everything fits now. And it even fits on my light with the phone holder, and with the mic on. Man, I can't believe it's still downloading. With the mic on, you can hear me if I'm across the room talking about a certain thing, and my phone's showing it. Okay. Now I will use my other camera a lot too because I can get different angles that I can when I'm cropping, or when I'm in Camtasia and I'm editing the video. I can add those other looks. Like I might have something like my camera behind me might be facing right down where I'm working on something, where I'm actually showing something. It might even be on my desk, and that's pointing down, videotaping the whole time. And then of course, I got this video right here, my camera on my computer that I'm talking on. So I could be talking And then when I edit, I can switch when I say, okay, so see what I'm doing right here on this, on my whatever, on my phone, or how I'm hooking something up, or I'm showing something on my desk. I will take the film from my other camera right behind here that's facing down on my desk, and I will put that on as I'm talking. All right, so it did it. Let me pull this over because I want to show you this too before I download it. All right. All right, let me share my screen because I want you to see these videos. Share. Okay. All right. So we're in share mode, and I want to show you this. So I just put it, clidio.com. I under tools, you know, there's compressed video. There's a whole bunch of stuff this does, and it's not free. You got to pay for it monthly. Anyway, it just compressed my video by 74%. It took it from 57 megabytes down to 14.96 megabytes. Yesterday, I think I did the same one. I just redid this video so I can put arrows in so you can see what I'm talking about. And it was 93% that it brought it down. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to, all right, so let me just download it. Okay, give me a second. Let me go into my downloads. Let me grab that video. Hold on. Let me put it in here. Get rid of it. Okay. Now, all right. So let's do this. I am going to play this video. It's about, oh, I don't know how long it is. What is it, like 6 minutes or something? All right. Let's play this video so you can watch and see how to do this on your own phone. Okay. All right, today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a square video with your iPhone. I have the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Why are square videos important? Because when you're doing Facebook advertising, for example, you need that square video so it fits on all those other platforms when you go out to advertise, and that's a whole nother conversation. But I want to show you how to use it because it's not easy and it's not easily found on how to make a square video, and most people don't even know how to do this. Everybody I talked to, nobody knew. But what you really want to make sure also, you see where it's blinking red right there? That's where I'm recording. If I hold that button down, it's going to open this other box right here. You want to make sure your mic. So it's most of the time it's off. You got to click it on, or you're not going to hear your voice. Okay. All right. So what happened to me is when I first recorded this, I forgot to turn my mic on. So there was no voice. There was no audio. So then I remembered that you got to hold that down to go in here to make sure your mic's on, because usually they're off. Okay. So you'll want to check that also. Let me get out of this. All right. So I'm out of that. Now, let me get out of this. Let me show you how to do this. All right. So here I am. I'm going to go into where I keep all my cameras on my iPhone. I'm going to click my camera, and it doesn't matter in square mode if you hold it vertical or horizontal. All right. It doesn't matter because you're making a square video. Horizontal does matter when you're making a YouTube video and you want widescreen video, 16:9 video. Okay. All right. So see it, you need to be in photo mode. You can't be in video mode. It won't work. And this is crazy. They didn't build this in. Anyway, in photo mode, you can see the little caret in the middle at the top. If you're in video mode, it goes away. You can't. You can only record. In photo mode, at the top, there's that caret right in the middle. If I click it, watch right there where it says photo, video, portrait at the bottom where you see that. When I click the caret, now it's going to come up with these other options. So I'm going to click 4.3. That's not what I want. I want a square video. I want a 1-to-1 video right there, 1-to-1. Now, if I click the white button right there, what is it going to do? It's going to take a photo because I'm in photo. But if I want to make a video, all I got to do in photo mode and to make a square video, and they really need to fix this and make it simple. And there's software out there that you can use, right? I'm just not sure if it works with WeTransfer because I use WeTransfer to transfer my videos so they're transferred easily. All I got to do is hold the button down, the round white button, and it's going to start recording like this. Now I'm recording a video. See? Right here. And I'll make a video for you guys to see. Just so you know, you can see where it's grayed out up here. It's in square mode right now. See, because I put it in square mode. All right. And that's basically how I record a square video. Now, I'm done recording. It's going to save it. I want to do something with that video. I need to send it to my email now so I can download the video. So I'm going to click my download on the bottom left. I'm not going to send it any other way like this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use WeTransfer right here. And I'm going to transfer it in my WeTransfer account. Remember I showed you a video on how you can get this for free? I happen to have the pro version so I can do a lot more uploads. I'm going to click next. I'm going to put my email in, Ameridrive right here. I'm going to scroll up a little bit and I'm going to transfer it. So it's preparing to transfer, and then it's going to upload it and transfer, and then it's basically going to be showing up in my email, and then I'm going to send it to my download. And so I can download it. I can put it into my editing software if I want, Camtasia, and I can edit it, or I can, I can just use it, like send it in an email. So now we're done with that. But the thing that you really want to know, is you most of the time when you make a video, I use software to to make it smaller. Like I'll go into my software and I use a product called Clivio, and I can downsize the video by like up to 70%, and that's great if you're putting it on websites so it doesn't take up as much room. Okay, so I'm gonna quit this video now. Stop. Okay, so now let me play the square video that I was doing while I was on my phone so you can see it. All right, this is that square video I was telling you about, making a square video. It doesn't matter if you hold your camera horizontal or vertical for a square video. And I'll make this real short just so you can see it's a square video. Hey, somebody was telling me, I had a client on and they were saying, do I bowl? And I'm like, bowl? Why? She goes, because, you have all those bowling trophies. And I'm like, no, those are globes. So I never thought somebody would think that was like bowling trophies, but the highest score I've ever gotten on bowling, I think, is like 105. So I'm terrible at bowling. All right, thank you. Okay. Let me stop sharing. All right, we're back. I stopped sharing. Okay, so I was able to show you how you go on your iPhone and you can do that. Now I hear the new iPhones coming out, and the previous iPhones before the 12 actually had the square button down there. Why they took it out on the 12 series and the Pro and the Pro Max, it blows me away, but they don't make it very easy for you to figure out how to do it. I just happened to see somebody else doing it. I'm like, wow, let me try that. And it worked, right? So I learned from somebody else, and now I'm showing all of you what I learned, right? Because it's just, it's really going to help you. Look, there's no reason to have other cameras anymore. I mean, these phones do such a great job. And really, those high-end cameras that we got, like the one, hey, man, it's weird behind me. The one right behind me, you see it over my shoulder. It's really over this shoulder. Okay, it's weird because it's behind me. So, you really don't need a camera like that, because even when you're playing these online, right, and you're online, it's not going to show the person watching on their screen 4K on like usually these monitors are not made for that unless you get a very high-end monitor and you can see 4K and you can see it really good. Most monitors people have basic monitors. They have laptops, right, that are basic monitors. And so it doesn't matter if you make something really high end. A lot of times I won't even download 1080 HD. I'll just download 720 SD, because it doesn't matter. You're not going to see that high of a quality anyway on the screen on like your website, your blogs, whatever, that kind of stuff. Now, when I put them on YouTube or something like that, absolutely, I'm uploading it at 1080, as high as resolution as I can. So whoever's watching it can, and I always put a button where they can even make it a lower one. So if they have, their let's say their internet's really slow or something, and they can't watch something that's HD. It won't work on their with their internet that they have, because they're out in the middle of nowhere and they don't get really good internet. So it's important that your videos give them that opportunity to decide what they want to watch it in, right? And there's all those different formats, not just 720 and 1080. I can't think of the numbers. Is there like I don't know if I think there's a 480, something like that. It goes down to 360, I think, the lowest quality, right? All the way up to 1080. But it's important that you know how to make those square videos. And I think if I'm out in the field and I'm going to make videos, I'm going to do both of the same thing, because I'm going to also want to be on YouTube, right? And I'm going to want to put videos on my website, and I want those widescreen. That's how people like watching them, like they watch YouTube videos. But when you're on social media, it's a different platform, and a lot of people are on their phones, and you can watch a wide video on your phone like this anyway, right? You can do that. It's just that when you try to advertise in social media, some of the platforms will only accept that square video. And if all you have is a 16:9, a widescreen, it's not going to show in those other platforms. So you're going to be missing half of your opportunity to advertise to people out there. Okay. So it's important that you really understand this. And I talk a lot about video because it's so important in today's market. I started taking a class. It started last night. It's a Stanford continuing education class, Stanford College in the Bay Area, San Francisco. And I started taking this class last night on, it's SEO for 5 weeks. The class is 5 weeks for search engine optimization. And then the next 5 weeks after that, I'm taking one on social media. Even though I understand these things, you can always learn a lot more, right? So I'm always interested in trying to, get more experience, get better at what I do. People pay me to take care of them, so I need to be the very best I can be, right? I gotta always continuously try to learn, try to get better. We all should be doing that no matter what we do. If you're cleaning carpets, aren't you always trying to figure out the next best chemical? And you got to learn about that. Aren't you taking continuing education classes like with the IICRC, how to get certain red stains out, for instance, right? Maybe you're a carpet cleaner. You want to learn how to stretch carpet in, because there's big money in that, right? Because Greg and I do a lot of advertising for that market for carpet repair. There's big money in it. And so you might want to take a class learning that. So when you're in a house and you're cleaning carpet and you see that carpet wrinkled, you can bring that ticket average up, by a couple $100 by stretching carpet in. You're already at that house. You should continuously be trying to improve yourself, improve your skills. So you're always giving your client that 100%. You're always trying to be better every day. You're trying to get better each and every day. You don't want to go backwards. And like I've talked about this before also, you might be doing some marketing with us. You might be doing Google, whatever you're doing with us, right? You might be doing some marketing, but you don't just stop at us marketing for you. You should be going out every day, and you should always have the eye of the tiger. When I owned my company, the restoration company, I had I wrote it down and I put it on a laminated card, Eye of the Tiger. You all know it from the first Rocky. He had the Eye of the Tiger, right? You got to have the Eye of the Tiger. You never give up, right? You never stop, because when you do, somebody else is going to be doing what you're not doing. Even when my company was doing a lot of money and we're extremely busy, we're on Crawford Contractor Connection. We're on Alacrity, on those vendor programs. I was advertising. Even though I was doing all that, I never stopped going door to door, ever. Like I always did it, right? Because you never know what if Google and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and all these places go bust? Like, let's say something happens and the government says no more because you got all these penalties, you're no longer here, or they just don't like you because of something you said. And so they get rid of you. And now all of your marketing efforts are gone. And that's all you had going for you. That's all you were doing. You weren't getting out there and having that eye of the tiger every day. And you weren't going out and trying to go to real estate companies and talk to them. You weren't trying to go to management companies where there's rentals, which is every carpet cleaner out there should be going to management companies because they of the turnover on rentals. You can clean their carpets. You can do odor control. You can do water damage, mold damage. I did a lot of mold with some of these companies because I did mold, right? They, the client would call their renter and they would say, hey, we see some mold in the bathroom. I would get a service ticket to go out there and take care of it. And we would take care of it and get paid, right? So it's important that you're constantly talking to these people. Please do not be the donut person that brings donuts, because I'm going to tell you right now, they actually laugh at you people that bring donuts. They laugh. That's what they told me when I did those cars in the very beginning when I first moved to Colorado Springs, and I was detailing the inside of those cars, and I'd see the other, whatever. There's a lot of different people that want to hook up with real estate agents because there's handyman stuff, right? That has to be done. There's painting, there's cleaning, there's odors, there's all that. It wasn't just carpet cleaners that would show up. What did every one of them do? They all brought like some donuts. And so how do you bring donuts when there's 120 agents? Like I'd see them walk in with one box of donuts. I'm like, what is that? 12 donuts for 120 people? So and when I was talking to them, they said, yeah, we never stopped them. That, we love the donuts and we ate them. Did we ever call them? No, never. The reason they use me is because they got to see my work ethic and they saw that I stepped outside of the box. I wasn't doing what everybody else was doing. And you can't get stuck in this rut of being like everybody else. You just can't do that. You've got to open your horizon. You've got to think outside the box. And it's really simple. Let's say you don't understand how to think. How do I think outside the box? It's simple. Do the complete opposite of what everybody else is doing. Because everybody else is bringing donuts, you need to do something different. How about, you remember Joe Polish had that thing that one time where he would send the owner of a company, like the owner wore these $300 Adidas shoes. They love these basketball Adidas shoes or whatever. He would send them a left shoe. They would get it FedEx, right? Like priority delivery. The owner of the company, once he found out who they were, this was brilliant, and he would send them a shoe, only one. The guy already knew, man, these are $300 shoes. All you have to do is let me sit down in front of you for 5 minutes, and I'll bring the shoe with me. $300 shoe, no strings attached. I just want to tell you about our unbelievable carpet cleaning or whatever it is, odor control systems that's like no one else. And I know that you can use us. So you want to make sure that when you're writing inside the shoebox and he opens it is your note, right? And do something like crazy. Like do something like, well, when I was in the hospital and I thought I was having a heart attack, it was anxiety. It wasn't a heart attack. Several years ago, you've heard this probably also this story, but they had all these things hooked up to me, right? Like heart monitor stuff, all this stuff on my chest, my stomach. I'm laying there. My wife says I'm crazy because I'm telling her to take a picture of me, man, because I can use it for marketing. She thinks I'm dying. So she's like, you're crazy. And so I am crazy. So she took a picture of me. You all have seen it. I've showed it to you before, I think. And I'm laying there in the bed, and I wrote these ads to the plumbers that said, Joe is dying to do business with you. I'm lying on my deathbed. I'm dying to do business with you, right? Now, that is different. So imagine you have a picture like that. I'm dying to just spend 5 minutes with you, and you will get the right shoe, $300 value. I know you love these shoes. I just want to tell you why I'm different. Do you not think if you you send them some kind of a picture and with a note that you're lying in a hospital bed, you're dying to do business, they're not going to pay attention because it's different than everybody else? I was trying to find it because some of you might not have seen it. I think I have it on my here somewhere. Let me look real quick. Yeah, right there, plumber letter. Okay, let me see something here. Is that it? Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. I don't like that one though. I don't like that one. Hold on, man. I'm just trying to get this happening. No, man, where's my good one? Come on, man. Maybe this is it. No. Well, this is part of it. Let me get rid of this. I'm going to show you this. Here's part of it. All right, let me grab that one. Let me open another one. Hold on. And I'll show you this because you'll love it. Okay, here we are. Let me get rid of this. Okay. So you know that I got to share my screen. Hold on 1 second. You can't see it. Let me move these out of the way. All right, let me share my screen. You might get it. This is true, right? You think outside the box and good things happen. Let me share my screen. I want to show you this. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, I did at the time. Okay, let me do this. All right, so here was a plumber letter. I was sending it to plumbers, and you can see all the stuff I wrote. There's me and my wife. Actually, we were in San Francisco here. This is a few years ago, right? There's my son and daughter-in-law. Look at all the stuff I had, and I was sending it to plumbers, right? And so Joe is dying to make your future very profitable. Discover why my CPA thinks I'm crazy. I was giving away all this stuff, man. And here's the other side. There I am in the hospital bed thinking I'm dying, and it doesn't matter. I'm going to market even if I'm dying. You people need to be thinking like this. And then I did this. You get extra bonuses. I had all this stuff. Here's my friend. He's a plumber. He's showing the cash I just paid him, $1,500, right? I'm giving them a $250 check, right? And you know, Restoration Colorado, that was one of my business names also. I had a bunch of them, right? No fine print, all that. Anyway, so this is different, right? Different is good. I'm telling you right now, different is good. All right, we got 3 more minutes. Okay, so imagine that, man. Like, you know, you want to be thinking outside the box. Do your own marketing if you have to. You don't have to hire an ad agency to do this stuff for you. Get out there and learn how to do this stuff. Learn how to make your own videos, man. Right, the right way. Learn, and I'm sharing stuff with you guys and gals that could actually make you money if you follow the what I'm showing you. These are all like stuff I can keep to myself, and you don't need that. So then you can't do it yourself, and you got to hire somebody like me, right? But a lot of people hire us because they don't have time to do it. They're busy doing the work that their business does, right? Carpet cleaning, odor control, mold removal, all these different things that all of you do, right? You're out there busy doing the work, so you need to hire a company that could help you, but you need to know how to make the video that you can give to me so we can use it the right way. You need to learn all these different things, right? You need to know how important it is to have a Google business profile, formerly Google My Business, so you can get Google reviews. Extremely important, right? So all this stuff's important. Always try to keep learning. Always educate yourself. Go to some classes so you can learn how to dye carpet or how to do bleach spots or how to do carpet repair, stretching. You know, learn how to do extreme tile cleaning. So you're doing that. There's all these different things you can do. You know, if you don't do air duct cleaning, become friends with an air duct cleaner, preferably an owner operator. That's who you want to work with. That will go do the work for you through your company. You collect the money, you pay them, you make your 20%. Okay. Learn how to make more money in your company. Increase that bottom line. Because if you go in and clean carpet and it's $300, that's your ticket right there, $300. But if you see that they need the carpet stretched, there's $200. Now your ticket is $500. And it's only taking you a little while longer. You're already there. You've already driven there. You already spent the gas. You're doing that. What if there's like a red spot? Well, you know, you're going to charge extra for that red spot to get it out, right? Protector, you're going to charge extra to add protector. And you might do other things, right? If they need their air ducts cleaned. You know that every house we went to, we had like a 22-point inspection that I came up with on Restoration Colorado Roofing, because Restoration Colorado and roofing were companies of mine at one time. And I had a 22-point inspection, and that inspection had very little to do with the roof. It had a whole lot to do with me getting in the crawl space in the attic, under all the cupboards, because I was always trying to find more work while I was there. I told people, look, someday you're going to sell your house. This is really good. It's free. I'm going to check from your crawl space to your attic. We're going to look at the roof. I never looked at the roof. I don't climb roofs. But I had this 22-point inspection, and now the roof thing, even though I was afraid of ladders, I'd look and it looked okay, right? I never got up there, but my employees could. I always had employees with me, and they were brave. I'm not that brave. I'm not going to jump on something that you can fall off of and hurt your pinky. No way, man. Anyway, it's been a great thank you all so much for being here. I hope you learned something from this. I hope you can take some of this information, like making square videos, become an extreme marketer, the eye of the tiger. Never forget the eye of the tiger, because once you do, you become like everybody else. You become lazy and you become broke. All right. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.